up, guys? It's Elixier here, back with another gameplay walkthrough video. Today we're going to be playing through AERY, A Journey Beyond Time. This is new in the AERY series. I believe this is the third game in its series. And this is, as always, a casual flight sim where you fly around as the bird named AERY, which you can see right there in the top right corner. And you just fly around various levels and environments collecting feathers along the way. And that's actually how collecting all the feathers is how you finish each of the levels. This is yet another easy achievement game, so yeah, without further ado, let's just get started. Alright, look at that. So there's your levels. Let's start with the void. Takes a little bit to start up. Alright, here we go.
I have been around forever, and if I say forever, I mean it.
Interesting.
As long as I can remember, there has been nothing else. Nothing. Just me and deafening darkness all around me. It was a boring time. Nothing happened. Nothing changed. Nothing even existed.
Boring time.
Without any warning, everything changed one day.
It's random, just spawn at a different location.
There was a bright white flash. I couldn't see anything for quite some time, as I never saw anything else than darkness before. But then, as my vision started to adapt, everything was there. Colors, planets, everything. It just appeared in front of my eyes. A whole world, waiting to be discovered.
Cool. Alright, last one. Done with this level. Alright, and there's the first achievement right there for the void. With 100 gamer score. Alright. Sweet. Let's go, next level. This looks cool. What was it, like underwater? Or like a... Whoa, space level? Weird space level. These games always have like these weird,
Every
creepy
form of
levels.
life needs a base.
12. It's funny, the music is always the same.
So, I started searching for it.
Almost reminds me of the music from Bejeweled. Sort of similar.
I visited countless
Whoa.
planets in
Oh, I
different
got it.
galaxies, just to finally find one drop of what I called the elixir of life.
Oh.
One drop was all I ever wished for. But it was not what I found in the end. As I finally was able to find the elixir of life, it was very far away from basically everything. However, there was so much of it that it actually covered a whole planet.
What?
I was even more surprised to see that the elixir had already started to show its effects.
Weird.
first life forms had already formed inside of the Elixir.
Inside of it? That's strange. Alright, more than halfway there.
They started to move around and started to inhabit their planet, their new home.
Okay, so I just need 4 more. So let me, the ones in the air I'll leave for last, 'cause at least they're easy to spot. So I have 2 in the air, I have 1 here. So there must be 1 more somewhere.
I knew this was it. This was what I had been looking for.
Let's see. There's 1. Okay, there. At least they made them way easier to see in this game.
This was change. This was something new.
In previous games, they're like all white and they're just one little feather, and it's just always like so hard to find. Like, man, these glow a little bit better.
This was something interesting. Something I could watch for a long time. Finally, something that would keep me entertained. Something that would rescue me from the deafening boredom that has been my prison for eternity.
These things are weird. They look so creepy. Alright, cool. Underwater. Oh, so it was underwater. Interesting. Escape the water. Yeah, they look like a parrot. Makes sense. I'm gonna... Deserted island now.
I decided to stay on this planet, to watch it grow and evolve.
Okay, another 12 feathers this round. Dinosaurs.
I didn't know what I would find here in the future.
This is like the past, man. What are you talking about? Just dinosaurs and shit. What the hell is that? Oh. That's cool. It's a volcano.
But it was just so interesting to see how this small world changed so fast.
Okay, let's have number 4.
It was fascinating how the small water creatures started to define their own rules of life. Their own way to do things. Their own interpretation of evolution.
Just frozen in time.
It didn't take long until the water creatures that started so small and fragile began to leave their inhabitation on a mission to conquer the lands.
T-Rex.
And once they reached the land, there was no going back. It felt like the blink of an eye to me, and suddenly these creatures were everywhere.
I wonder if these outer islands have them. I don't think so, though. That's 3 right there. Yeah, the outer islands are just for show, looks like. Glad they kept this game more simple. At least so far. Yo, that thing is half eaten. Holy crap. Damn, bro. You gotta Correct.
They grew stronger and bigger than ever before, and they established themselves as the kings of this new world. Little did they know how small and unimportant they were. Well, quite frankly, I think they would not have cared, even if they knew.
Picked it up too quick. Lost the subtitles. Alright, last one, and we're done with this level. Alright, First Islands. Achievement. Explore the First Islands. Sweet. Let's go. What's this? Forest. Okay.
Time went by, and after a while, the rules of their game of survival seemed to change.
Interesting. This is caveman? Caveman times. Oh yeah. Some of them are actually animated.
While before the biggest and strongest creatures ruled the world, there was something else now.
This is a journey through time. It's pretty cool. Start in the void.
Small and weak
Wonder-
creatures,
Oh, great.
but with the skill to communicate with each other.
Damn it. It was a little bit too tiny. Too crowded. Crash my tweet.
With a brain. A brain that enabled them to think beyond anything existing so far. They changed everything.
At least they go in a pattern.
Without even recognizing, they changed themselves, and they changed their whole world. They evolved at an incredible pace.
Oh, come on, man.
They evolved into something else, into thinking beings.
Where is it? I don't see it anywhere. Okay, it has to be somewhere here. Question is where though? Oh, there it is.
They used their surroundings to create tools and weapons. They developed strategies and built
come on.
traps to hunt down their prey.
That was weird.
And they even used fire, the element of destruction itself, to warm their bodies and defend themselves from enemies. I have never seen anything similar to this.
kidding me?
These small and fragile creatures took over the planet like a wildfire, and they burned anything that got in their way.
That's a little bit of a harsh statement. Where the hell is this last one? Oh, there it is. Okay. That's weird. Alright, visit the caveman. Let's go next. What's this? Ah, medieval times. This also looks like I may crash a couple times. Not a fan.
It was incredible. These small and fragile creatures managed to defeat every single other animal. They created a world where they had to fear nothing but themselves. Without any natural enemy, the number of the kings of this new world started to grow.
Okay, I don't know which one to go for first.
They started to live together in large groups, which gave them the power to bend nature to their will.
Should get that one.
They started to build houses for the poor and giant castles for their leaders. As their resources were too little to feed them all, they started to produce their own food.
Okay. There's one over there. I'm gonna crash here.
And finally,
Oh god.
they did what they were destined to do, and enslaved some of the other animals.
It's our destiny.
It was at this time that I realized something interesting. Even though they learned how to produce food and how to kill and steal from other animals, they would not be willing to share it with another.
Greedy.
It was their biggest flaw that had just revealed itself to me. All of these creatures, they were living together, but not as one. They would rather die than share their fortune with even one other of their kind.
Okay, there we go. Sweet.
These creatures, who conquered the whole world with the help of each other, they didn't want to live together. They only did so to survive.
It's true. Alright. Evil times complete. Giant empire. How was this? in the west. Mining time.
And surviving was what they did. They spread over the whole world and started to live even on the furthest islands. As they had lost their ability to live in the water a long time ago, they started to build ships to conquer the oceans.
This just jumped.
They formed alliances and acted like they owned the
years.
land that they lived on. Like they had the power to sell the land to each other.
That's funny.
They didn't realize that the land was not theirs. That it could not be owned by such small, insignificant creatures. They even started to fight about it. They started to take it, to steal it from their own kind. They started to kill each other for it.
The greed is real.
But something was different from before. They didn't fight for themselves. They didn't fight for survival. They didn't need to steal the land in order to survive. And they didn't even steal the land for themselves.
I need 3 more. See, so I see 3. Okay, there we go. Oh, this one would be hard. Let's see.
They stole it for others. For richer people.
Pioneer Age. Oh,
For
damn.
people who didn't need to fight in order to kill. For people who did not need to lift a finger in order to move everything around them.
Because they had money.
These were the new kings of this world. The humans that had not only enslaved the animals, but also their own kind.